makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm just telling myself to keep playing this record back over and over.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I will be doing my first ever mommy vlog. I am super excited to do this video. I'm super excited to share my journey with you guys. So without further ado, I'm gonna just jump straight right into this video. But first, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, which is fiber3.2_, and make sure you follow my beauty page, which is Breeze Boutique LLC _3_, and of course all of that will be in the description box below for you guys. So I'm super excited to do this video because I got the chance to collab with 2 of my other brand ambassadors on this one. So their video, well, one of them sent me a video and then one of them just sent me the answers because I guess they had technical difficulties sending me a video. So I will be reading her answers after I share my answers as well. And of course their socials will be posted in the description box below as well if you have any further questions to ask them, or you would just like to connect with them. So I'm part of a couple of YouTube groups on Facebook, and I was like, okay, I need a couple of questions to answer that I feel like, that doesn't seem too basic, doesn't seem too like, the first form of questions that people normally get asked, when they're pregnant. So they sent me a few questions. There was a few questions that I couldn't answer. There was some questions that I could answer. So this is exactly why I got a couple of my brand ambassadors to help me out with this one. And I love the answers. I love them. So yes, just stay tuned all the way to the end to hear the answers. So because this is very useful information if you're a first-time mom like me, or first-time parents, first-time dad, all of that. So my very first question is, did I want to be a mom? So I would like to say yes, I wanted to be a mom, but not. Yes, I've always wanted to be a mom. Like, I see myself being a mom because I'm always around kids. Kids love me. I have that glowy. What do you keep staring at? Anyway, so yes, I've always wanted to be a mom. Was I excited? So when I first found out, I wasn't completely excited at first because I'm like in shock, like, I'm pregnant? There's no way. And then on top of that, I found out when I was at work. So imagine that being like the first thing you find out on the first hour of your shift, that you're pregnant, and you still have the whole shift to go. So first of all, I was shocked because I'm like, there's no way I'm pregnant, because no. Just no. I literally took about 6 tests to confirm that I was. Even went to urgent care for them to take a pee test, just for them to say the same thing. You're pregnant, okay. So at first I wasn't too excited, but like as the months went, like my first month went by, it started settling in, like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a mom, I'm pregnant. Yes, I'm excited. Like, I'm actually about to start my own family. Like, this is crazy. It's crazy. So the next question is, would I do it all over again? So I haven't given birth yet. I'm currently in stage 5. I'm currently 5 months pregnant right now. I want to give a hard no, that I probably don't want to go through this again right now, because my first trimester was very, very difficult for me. So I'm at the point where it's like, I don't know if I want to. It's a hard no for now. So for the best part about me being a mom, even though my child is not here yet with me physically, well, outside of the womb, I'm still a mom at the end of the day. So the best part about it is, like, I'm growing another life. I'm bringing another life into this world, even though this world is a little bit crazy right now and probably will still be, I'm getting the chance to bring somebody else into it. Oh, I already answered. How did I find out? I found it at work. First of all, let me actually go into depth about how I found it out. So I have this Flow app on my phone where I track my period, and other shit, you know, things that us girls be tracking. But yes, I have that app on my phone, and I was tracking my period, and I noticed that it said, oh, you're a week late. So I'm kind of like laughing at it in my head, like, oh, this app is always telling me I need to take a pregnancy test. Oh, I'm always late. So I'm like, all right, okay, well, cool, whatever. So I kind of like shrugged it off. I laughed. And it didn't really dawn on me until I got to work and I wasn't like feeling too well and started putting I didn't put pieces together. One of my coworkers actually was like, oh, it would be really funny if you were pregnant. So I'm like, you know what? I'm always taking a pregnancy test when this app tells me to take a pregnancy test just for fun, because I know I'm not pregnant. Y'all always tell me this. So it just so happened the app wasn't lying this time. So I thought I was taking a test for fun, and I found out I'm having a whole child. I even sent it to my two best friends, just to confirm it, because I thought I was bugging, because the first line didn't show up as dark as the second line did. So when I tell you I was in complete in denial, I was in complete in denial. The hardest part about being a mom, can't really particularly answer that one yet. I'm not too sure what's gonna, I don't know. I don't want to think that anything is going to be hard, but we will see. I will see along the way. Well, me and my fiance will see along the way. What do you like to do in your mommy free time? My free time, majority of the time I'm sleeping, and if I'm not sleeping, I'm at work. And if I'm not sleeping or at work, I'm literally thinking of I'm still on my business mindset, where I'm still thinking about things that I want to do for my business, as well as bringing myself into financial freedom, because I'm just at the point where like I really don't want to work for people no more. I'm getting to the point, and I want to make sure I don't have to work for nobody else by the time I'm 30. And I want to make sure, now that I have a child, I want to make sure he's set. So, and the final question is the biggest life changes since being a mom. So I feel like the biggest adjustment that I would have to, wait, what's the question for Ace? I forgot. The biggest, I would say, adjustment or change in my life since being a mom would have to be like adjusting to not being able to just get out and go to certain places that I want to go to, for sure. Not being able to eat certain things, because like certain things still make me queasy. I would also have to say, like, I did have a couple of friends that found out I was pregnant, and it's like they kind of excluded me from doing a lot of things just because it involved drinking. It involves certain little types of things that, you know, I used to do too. And I personally feel like I would never do that to you, so why would you do it to me? So that, I feel like that's a really like biggest change. But I was always told, once you get pregnant, you will definitely see who your real friends are. And I'm definitely seeing that for sure. So I am thankful for the, you know, the people that still do invite me out. I'm still thankful for the friends that check up on me on a regular basis since finding out I was pregnant, and just being there. Because as much as I didn't think I would need a big support system, I do, because a lot of people are telling me it takes a village. And I need to take that, because sometimes it's really hard for me to ask for help. It's really hard for me to just do anything that involves somebody, again, helping me. So I like to feel like I can do things on my own. Like, I feel like I am Superwoman, and I'm not. So I'm really grateful for my support system. I'm really grateful, honestly. Okay, so So those were the generic questions that I got that I could answer. So I'm going to jump straight into my brand ambassador that sent me her answers along with the questions that she got asked. And then after this, there will be a video inserted from one of my other brand ambassadors with her story and her journey. So touchy. It almost made me cry. Okay. So I'm gonna read the question first and then read her answer. Because she only answered the bottom half that I realized. 1, 2, 3. She didn't answer the top half. So, all right, so her name is Crystal. And the first question was, again, did you want to be a mom and were you excited? She said, I was honestly shocked when I found out I was pregnant, but I've always knew I wanted to be a mom. I was definitely excited and nervous at the same time. The second question was, what have been your biggest life changes since being a mom? She said, my biggest life changes since being a mom has been losing a lot of friends, seeing people's true colors, etc. A lot has changed since I've been a mom, and I honestly really agree with that one. I honestly do. What's the hardest part about being a mom? The hardest part is not having time for yourself sometimes. It's always important to have a couple of minutes to yourself and to just breathe, which is completely understandable. What's the best part about being a mom? She said the best part about being a mom is literally everything. Seeing your baby grow, the memories you make, just everything about becoming a mother is wonderful. Yes, I agree. Would you do it all over again? She said, I absolutely would do it over again. I want a lot of children for sure. And then number 6, the last question was, what are some important tips that you can give expecting mothers? Some important tips I would give for expecting mothers is to be stress-free. Don't overwhelm yourself. Enjoy every single day of your pregnancy. Surround yourself around others that genuinely care for you. This is the time you're going to need a lot of support and peace, which I completely agree with, honestly. Because, like, when I tell you my first semester was very bad, it was very bad. Between just finding out, just being depressed, not being happy. Like, it's not the fact that I wasn't happy it's not the fact that I wasn't happy with being pregnant. It was just like everything was bothering me. Like, I'm depressed. I feel nothing at all. And it was getting to the point where, like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do nothing. And when I started to feel like that, I'm like, no, this is really bad. I couldn't eat anything. Everything I was eating, I was throwing up. It was horrible. It was really horrible. It didn't start getting better again until my second trimester. And then, like, once I found out what I was having, yes, I was a little bit upset that I was having a boy, but I know I'm going to be the best boy mom ever. I seriously thought I was going to have a girl. I feel like I was always destined to be a girl mom, but I'm going to be the best boy mom, period. So, but I feel like that's a little bit on my personal journey. If you guys have any questions for me to answer, I will be glad to answer them in another video. I'll just answer them, just throw them down there in the description box. Leave it down there below as a comment for me, and I'll definitely be sure to answer them. But I'm gonna get into the next part of this clip, which will be my brand ambassador, my friend. I absolutely adore her. She's such a gem. Like, I love her. Her name is Monica, so I will post this clip next.
Okay, so my name is Monica and I'm a mom of 2. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to introduce myself, but this is a mommy vlog for Bree, who's currently expecting, and I can't wait, and I'm very happy for you. But I'm just gonna jump into it and just answer the questions because I don't want to, like, overdo it and take too long. So I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old daughter. And the first question is my labor and delivery story. I'm just gonna start by saying my pain tolerance is super high. I feel like pain is more of a mental thing than a physical thing. If you can psych yourself out into saying it's not that bad, then it won't be that bad. But I know it's easier said than done. My sister went to nursing school, so she taught me like when your body tenses up and when you cry and when you wince, it makes the pain harder. So with both my labors, I just kept telling myself, you know, to breathe, to calm down. It is also about who you surround yourself with, the energy you go into it when you are in labor. Like when I had my first daughter, I was high risk. I had low blood pressure. She was breached, which means she was feet first, but she flipped over within the last week of me going into labor. So that was a natural delivery. My water broke at 12 a.m. I had her at 5:30 and I pushed for 30 minutes and I did not get ripped vaginally at all. And I did get an epidural. And it was easy. I didn't cry. I cried when she came out because it was my first baby and, you know, but like the energy was good. Like my sister was in the room with me. My daughter's father was in the room with me and they were both very helpful. It was scary because I had a fever and she had some breathing issues and she had to stay in the NICU for 7 days. But all in all, that labor and delivery, it was as scary as it was not painful at all. On a scale from 1 to 10, I will give it a 4 because it's that part where they like spread your vagina apart so they could like push. It's a lot, but breathe through it. With my second daughter, it was even more easier. I went to the hospital at 8 a.m. and I think I had her at about 11:35 and I literally pushed her for 10 minutes. About like the third push, she came out and I did not get ripped vaginally and I did not have an epidural. And they sent me home the next day. She was very healthy. We were both healthy. It was great. It was like 1, 2, 3 like that. So, yeah, for labor and delivery, well, for labor, just breathe through it. Whatever happens, happens. Give it all to God and make sure you have a good support system and you just go into it with a very positive thought. Don't have a plan. When you have a plan and something goes wrong, you panic. Just give it to God and ask him to guide you through it or whoever your higher power is. The other question was, have I ever went through postpartum? With my first daughter, I went through postpartum really bad. But like I said, I had a great support system. I honestly was not living nowhere when I had my daughter. I was staying with my uncle. But when I first had her, I went and stayed with my sister for the first 3 months of her life because her father could not stay with me. And he would come and sit with her during the day. But my postpartum was more so like, you know, I kind of didn't know where my life was going or what I was doing. And I was just scared for this like new life that I was raising. Yeah, postpartum is so weird. I feel like I mentally block it out because it's so traumatizing. With my second daughter, I'm going to answer in another video because I feel like it's getting too long. What should I? With my second daughter, I had regressed postpartum, which means that I kind of ignored it. I was very private with her. For some reason, I just wanted to be alone. I didn't even want her dad around. And with postpartum, what I would say is it's okay to not be okay. And please tell somebody, anybody, when you're not feeling okay. Do anything to make you feel better. Rather that be just getting dressed if you're not going nowhere, stepping outside for 5 minutes. If you have to leave the baby crying, the baby will not be hurt if you leave the baby crying for 2 minutes. Stepping outside, taking a deep breath, taking a walk in the park. Do not listen to people when they say, wait till they get their shots. You can cover them up, take them outside for a walk. Wait till they get their shots. You can cover them up, take them outside for a walk, get air. Any little thing to make you feel good. Do it. That's literally all I have to say for postpartum. And it is okay to not be okay. Your body is going through so much hormonal changes. It's crazy. So that would be the advice I have for moms that's experiencing postpartum or going through postpartum. And please remember that postpartum can last up to 4 or 5 years. And if you do not feel normal by then, please try and go see a therapist or even talk to your GYN because they can actually help you as well. Advice to new parents: there's no right way to parent. There's all of these books, there's so much different tips and hacks. Find out what works for you. Trust that you're doing a great job and use your support system. And if your support system isn't who you expect it to be, build a new one because in life things change and people flake. So that would be like advice for new parents. And don't second guess yourself. You got this. There's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. My delivery pain, 1 to 10, I would probably give it like a 3 with both my girls, like I said. Pregnancy hacks. The only thing I would say is if you're nauseous, to eat a lot of like mint, like minty gum, that like really helped me. When a baby gets here, like newborn hacks, a lot of skin to skin, swaddle them, wrap them up really, really tight, make them feel like they're in a womb. I know a lot of babies like that. Sleep when they sleep. Sleep when they sleep. And I had an epidural for my first one, and I didn't have an epidural for my second one. So that answers the epidural question. Did I want to be a mom, and was I excited? Okay, so with my first daughter, I got pregnant at 19. And I honestly wasn't ready to be a mom at all. Me and my daughter's father was really, really bad. We didn't have nowhere to live. But I sat on it for a really long time on, you know, deciding to keep her or not. And for some reason, I just felt like I kept her. I had to keep her, you know, like that's what I wanted to do. I was very scared. I had like no experience. I was living nowhere. I had no job. But she came at the most perfect time in life. And I think all kids come at the most perfect time in your life. For my second born, that was a little bit of a surprise because I took a plan B. And my menstrual cycle did come, and I was still pregnant, and I knew that she was here for a reason, that she wasn't going nowhere. And when she came, I was actually very, very excited because she just completed that little extra piece to my puzzle, and she gave me a new set of patience and taught me different things that my firstborn didn't, because I had her at a different time in my life, and she gave me a lot more strength. Biggest life changes since being a mom would definitely be the level of patience and maturity that you get. You really don't have time to feed into a lot of stuff. You seem to be way more optimistic. You're not thinking for yourself no more. You're thinking literally for your kid. So I would say like that would be like the biggest life changes. Like I'm a go-getter. I've always been a go-getter, but like it's like I just go. Like it's never no excuse for me to sit around and not be doing nothing. So that would be like the biggest life change. Like they give me a lot of motivation. And honestly, on those bad days when you're feeling down, kids will just touch you in the little tiniest ways. And that's something like, that's like the best part about being a mom. The hardest part about being a mom is constantly second guessing yourself, constantly worrying, and always feeling like you're doing something wrong. You question yourself every day if you're feeling your kids. I think that's probably the hardest part about being a mom. And also kind of, I guess, yearning for you something that I do as a mom is I wonder how my life would be like without kids. And then I feel guilty for wondering that. And I think that's like the hardest part, like yearning for your old life and maybe just constantly second guessing yourself. And would I do it all over again? Absolutely. I really think that I would be a wild girl if I didn't have kids. Like I don't even know who I would be without my kids. So I would definitely do it all over again. Important tips to give expecting moms. I don't know if this was expecting moms or expecting parents, but for expecting moms, important tips would just be exactly what I said. Have faith in yourself. Use your support system. If your support system isn't who you expected it to be, make a new support system. Build your village. It takes a village. It's so true. No matter what happens, just remember that you got this and you could do it. And don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be scared to say, you know, I need a break. I can't do this. But just resume. Don't sit in your misery. For new dads, I feel like this new generation, it's a lot of pressure to be a new dad, especially as an African-American dad, but this goes to everybody. But to new dads, just try to be as understanding as possible. We're going through a lot of changes. Do the little things. Take out the garbage. Do the dishes. Clean up. Even if she doesn't ask, it's very hard for us to ask as moms. Take that baby for 2 hours, an hour. Tell her to go get her nails done. Tell her to go take a walk. And yeah, that's it. I hope I did this the correct way. But that's it. And yeah, so congratulations to you, Bree. I know you're going to be a great mom. You're a great friend. You're a great person. You have a genuine soul. And
again, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.